Okay. A very good morning to our lecturer, Madam Adila. So today we're going to show some calculation and then about virtual stock market investment. So these are my group mates. We have 50 anak perempuan Viswanathan and me, Nur Iman Fatihah binti Bari. And then we have Nurul Atira Zulaika binti Muhammad Rafi. So let's go to our part one. Declare which strategy investing you decided to utilize throughout the course of this project. And why did we choose this strategy? Because the focus of this investment assignment was the technical factor of a stock rather than the long-term prospect of a business. Originally, we started out as a trader and ended up with our investment strategy. Apart from that, an investment strategy is the one in which you buy stock with the intention of holding them for a long time. And this approach appeal to us because it would allow us to see the consequences of our initial decision in terms of losses and gains. Um, by this, it will also provide insight into some of the benefits and drawbacks of holding stocks for a standard period of time. Even though some of the stock we purchased fell in value, and we decided to keep them to see how they would affect the overall market. And as a result, we earned many knowledge regarding the Bursa Malaysia stock market during the project. And why and, and which company did we choose and why? Um, we choose company A Asia, Maybank, 7-Eleven, Malaysia, Apple Group Berhad and Align Bank. Um, A Asia is a low-cost airline based in Malaysia. The reason for choosing this is that according to the valuation model, A Asia Group Berhad appears to be reasonably priced above its intrinsic value, which means that if you bought it now, you will be paying a relatively reasonable price. Even if you think the stock is truly valuable, there isn't much space for the share price to rise. And as you know, Maybank is the largest and the most profitable bank on Bursa Malaysia. Maybank was chosen because it is bold in adopting technological advancements and paving the way for local consumers to access internet banking. Aside from that, they have announced plans to collaborate with Alipay in order to bring the world's largest online and mobile payment platform to Malaysia. 7-Eleven was the first convenience store to remain open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And 7-Eleven has a number of notable world firsts. The reason for selecting 7-Eleven is that its system could ultimately mean a more profitable business for investors today. And the main reason for selecting Apple Group Berhad is that it is the Malaysia-based investment holding company that is involved in the processing, trading, exporting and contract workmanship of the marble and granite slabs, as well as investment holding. So that's why we choose Apple Group Berhad. And the last one is the Align Bank. The Alliance One investment share trading app make it simple to buy, sell and track your stock investment all within a single app. And as a result, this is the reason for selecting this company, and it is also proven to be highly effective for a new investor.
Okay, so hi madam, good morning. So this is our profit and losses table. As you can see here, this is the example of calculation method that applied to find profit or losses for our AirAsia investment. So for this, we had to find our buying settlement and selling settlement in a purpose of finding whether we lost or gained in this investment. So moving on, for our buying settlement, we got 5,992 as our value of shares by multiplying our number of share purchase, which is 5,600, and our price purchase 1 ringgit 7 cents. For our clearing fee, we calculated with our value of shares multiply 0.03%, and we got 179 ringgit 76 cents as clearing. For our brokerage fee, we calculated with our value of shares multiply 0.42% along with 1.06, and we got 2,667 ringgit 4 cents. Total transaction cost, we got 3,446. For our buying settlement value, we plus the value of shares and our transaction cost. So our outcome was 9,438.60 cents. Moving along with our selling settlement, we got 5,600 as our value of shares by multiplying our number of shares and our closing or sold price, which is 5,601 ringgit. For our clearing fee, we calculated our value of shares by multiplying 0.03%, and we got 168 ringgit. For our brokerage fee, we calculated with our value of shares multiply 0.42%, multiply 1.06, and we got 2,403.12 cents. So by this, our total transaction cost was 3,221.12. To find our selling settlement value, we subtracted with a value of shares and transaction cost. So the outcome was 2,378.88 cents. To find whether we gain or lost, we subtracted our total selling value of shares with our buying settlement, selling settlement, and our initial cost of buying the share. And we got 6,218.55. And this investment was considered as loss because we got this as So this is our calculation for Maybank and our transaction table for our Maybank Berhad, Malaysia. So for our buying settlement, we got 3,036,555 as our value of shares. By calculating number of share purchase 40,500 with our price purchase 8 ringgit 31 cents. And we got 33,655.60 cents. For our clearing fee, we calculated with our value of shares, multiply 0.03%, and the outcome was 10,096.65. For our brokerage fee, we calculated with our value of shares, multiply 0.42% along with 1.06, and we got 149,804.29. So by this, our total transaction cost is 193,586.44. To find our buying settlement value, we plus the value of shares and our transaction cost. So our outcome was 5,030, 141.44. Moving along with our selling settlement, we got 3,035,745 as our value of shares by multiplying number of share purchase, which is 40,500, with our closing or sold price 8 ringgit 29 cents. For our clearing fee, we calculated with our value of shares, multiply 0.03%, and we got 10,072.35. For our brokerage fee, we calculated with our value of shares, multiply 0.42% along with 1.06, and we got 149,473.67. So by this, Our total transaction cost is 193,120.52. To find our selling settlement value, we subtracted value of shares with transaction cost and got 142,624.48. To find whether we gain or loss, we subtracted over total selling value of shares with our buying settlement, selling settlement, initial cost of buying the share. And we got 33,729.20. This investment we lost as we got negative as the outcome. For our buying settlement of Alliance Bank, we got 39,038 ringgit as our value of shares by calculating number of share purchase, which is 14,900 times 2 ringgit cent price purchase. So our clearing fee we calculated with our value of shares multiply 0.03% and the outcome was 1,171.40. So our brokerage fee we calculated with our value of shares multiply 0.42 along with 1.06 and we got 17,379.72. So by this our total transaction cost is 22,454.56 cents. To find our buying settlement value, we plus the value of shares and our transaction cost. So our outcome was 61,492.50. Okay, moving along with our selling settlement again, we got 38,889 as our value of shares for selling settlement by the number of shares 14,900 multiply our closing or sold price, which is 2 ringgit 61 cent, and we got 38,888. So for our clearing fee, we calculated with our value of shares multiply 0.03% and the outcome was 1,166.67 cents. For our brokerage fee, we calculated with our value of shares multiply 0.42% multiply 1.06 equals to 17,313.38. So by this, our total transaction cost for selling settlement is 22,368.95. To find our selling settlement value, we subtracted our buying settlement, we subtracted our transaction cost, and we got 16,520.5 cents. To find our gain and loss, we subtracted total selling value of shares with our buying settlement, selling settlement, and initial cost of buying the share, and we got 39,126.27. We lost this investment too because we got negative as an outcome. For our 7-Eleven transaction, our buying settlement got 7,595 by multiplying number of share purchase 4,900 with our price purchase 1 ringgit 55 cent, and we got 7,500 as our value of shares. So for our clearing fee, we calculated with our value of shares multiplied with 0.03% and the outcome was 227 ringgit 85. For our brokerage fee, we calculated with our value of shares multiply 0.42% multiply 1.06 and we got 3,381.29. So our total transaction cost is 4,368.64 cents. To find our buying settlement value, we add the value of shares and our transaction cost. So our outcome was 11,963.64. Moving along with our selling settlement, we got 8,085 as our value of shares by multiplying number of share purchase, which is 4,900, and our closing or sold price 1.55 ringgit, and we got 8,085 our daily of share for selling settlement. So our clearing fee calculated with our value of shares multiply 0.03%, and we got 242 ringgit 55 cents. For our brokerage fee, we calculated with our value of shares multiply 0.42% along with 1.06%, and we got 3,599.44 cents. So by this, our total transaction cost for our selling settlement is 4,650.49. So to find our total transaction of selling settlement value, we subtracted value of shares with our transaction cost, and we got 3,454.51 as our transaction cost of our selling settlement. To find the gain and loss, we subtracted our total selling value of shares with our buying settlement plus selling settlement plus initial cost of buying the share. And we got 7,314.7. This is also considered as loss because we got negative as an outcome. So for this, our buying settlement, we got 2,385 as our value of shares by multiplying 15,900 from our number of share purchase and our price purchase, which is 0.15. And we got 2,385. Okay. So for our clearing fee, we calculated with our value of shares multiplied with 0.03%, and the outcome was 71 ringgit 55 cents. For our brokerage fee, we calculated with our value of shares multiplied 0.42% along with 1.06%, and we got 1,061.80 cents. So by this, our total transaction cost is 1,371.85 cents. To find our buying settlement value, we plus the fee of shares and our transaction cost. So our outcome was 3,756.85. Okay, moving along with our selling settlement, we got 2,544 as our value shares by multiplying 15,900 from our number of share purchase and our closing of full price, which is 0.16%. And we got 2,544. So for our clearing fee, we calculated with our value of shares, multiply 0.03%, and we got 76 ringgit 2 cents. For our brokerage fee, we calculated with our value of shares, multiply 0.42% along with 1.06 equals to 1,132.59. So by this, our total transaction cost for selling settlement is 1,460.31. So to find our selling settlement value, we subtracted our value of shares with our transaction cost, and we got 1,080.69. To find the gain or loss, we subtracted our total selling value of shares with our buying settlement, selling settlement, and our initial cost of buying the share. And we got negative 2,229 ringgit 0.69. This is considered as loss also because it
And then part 3. Part 3 is graph. So as you can see here, we look first at Asia. Start with 30 March. The price is 2.69 and there drop a bit, 2.67, and remaining the same at 6 March. And then 9 March is going down 2.65, and then going back at 12 April 2.67, and then 15 April they're going down again 2.64, and then 19 April going up 2.90, and then 22 and 23 is a bit different. It's 2.60 cent and 2.62 cent, and then the last one is 26 April to 2.61 cent. So this is all the graph of the um, share price of AirAsia, Maybank, 7-Eleven, Able Group, and Alliance. They will not have a lot of difference. Just like drop 2 point or 3 point. That's why the graph look like the same, the straight. But when it come to a bit higher, they show like going up like 5 cent or 6 cent, just like that. So this is the graph of the share price of 5 company that we choose. So let's go to the next slide. Atira will be presented this part. So okay.
Part 4 is selected company share price news. The first company is AirAsia Group. AirAsia recorded quarterly loss as their stock fell as much as 6.2% in the first half session. Off-trade, the stock fell as much as 6.2% in the first half session of trade due to COVID-19 pandemic lockdown in Malaysia. The second company is 7-Eleven Malaysia. 7-Eleven, all stores in each state were in decline. However, they were still not allowed to operate 24 hours a day due to the COVID-19 pandemic that hits across the country. Why? 7-Eleven share will also affect a 0.75% decline to close today value at 1.64 billion ringgit Malaysia. The third company is Maybank. Maybank still withstand the pressure of changes in the operating environment, including the COVID-19 pandemic. Maybank long-term valuation will decline 1.0% in 2021 in the face of continued economic, political uncertainty and falling energy price. Maybank has also seen a decline in fixed rating over a long period of time with one position despite maintaining a stable outlook. The fourth company is Alliance Bank Malaysia. Alliance Bank declined to 103.94 million ringgit Malaysia in the quarter end February 21, 2021 from 115 million ringgit Malaysia recorded in the same quarter last year. Despite declining net profits, Alliance Bank also focused on individual effect by the COVID-19 pandemic. Alliance Bank has also provided gross assistance amount to 5 billion ringgit Malaysia to individual and business customers. Alliance Bank also did not announce its first interim dividend in the second quarter and is considering future dividend proposal once the overall economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic recovers. The last company is Able Group Berhad. Able Group Berhad in the financial year 2020, reviewed by the company there is a gross profit. The group has shown a small loss and corporate overhead. Able Group Berhad recorded a lower net loss of 0.98 million because can offer more options to customers. Held in the 2021, AGM advised in the newspaper giving the shareholder. This is our reference relate the selected company share price news. Thank you for listening our presentation.